Okay, and sorry guys, which ayah was it? Okay, we have made it, or yeah. Another says, is it you who made the tree thereof to grow, or are we the grower? Have we made it a reminder and an article of use for the travelers? Okay, so Allah Ta'ala says, this fire, we made a reminder for you for hell. Okay, so whatever exists in this world is a reminder for the hereafter. The fruits in the world there are going to be similar fruits there, but much better. The fire in this world is 70 times less severe than the fire of hell. You must have heard that, right? It's a very common phrase. Okay, the fire of hell is 17 times more severe than the fire we have on earth. Okay. I don't know if you guys have seen this video of Muhammad Ali. You know Muhammad Ali, the boxer? I saw his video and he says that for keep reminding him of hell, I'll always keep a matchbox with me.
Yeah.
And he says, every time I'm sinning or I'm about to sin, I burn that match and I place my palm over it. And I can't keep my palm over it for a few seconds. And I remind myself that, oh Ali, you can't bear this small match, the fire of the small match. How are you going to bear the fire of hell?
Yeah.
This is what Allah Ta'ala is saying. The fire on earth should be a reminder for you and used for travelers. People in the olden days used to travel. They needed fire at night time. When they stopped for cooking, for keeping them warm in winter. So before mankind was contained in one area because of the temperature, they didn't travel because they were scared because it was dark at night. It was cold in other areas. They used to die. Well, obviously, when they got fire, it was easy for them to travel. At night time, they could just light those, torches on those woods, and then they could stop where there was cold areas. They could just burn fire to survive, to keep themselves warm. So Allah Ta'ala is saying fire is a blessing for you, like such a big blessing for you, if only you pay attention to it.
Next section.
Okay, have we finished this section? No, we haven't. Traveled. Okay. Then glorify with praises the name of your Lord, the Most Great. So we finish here till section 74, creation. Okay. So in this today, so many different subjects we study: the human semen, the seed in the soil, the way the water falls down, how Allah filterizes water naturally for you, and then fire. We studied fire. So guys, increase your knowledge, please. Go home and expand your knowledge. Okay. Section 5 is from. It's going to be last section. Is a bit long. It's from 75 till 96. And this is again, I'll say, Quran. Allah Ta'ala will again come back to praise the Quran. Okay. Ayah number 75. So I swear by Waqiah of the stars, and verily that is indeed a great oath, if you but know that this indeed is an honorable recital. Okay, Waqiah in Arabic has two meanings, right? One is the layout of something, the setting of something, right? The setting of these chairs or these tables, right? And the other meaning of Waqiah is something that falls or sets. Like the sun sets, the stars fall, right? Like I said, in Arabic, in the Quran, both meanings come in use, right? So there's different places in Quran where Allah Ta'ala swears by something. Swear by the moon, swear by the fig tree, swear by the stars. Okay, here Allah Ta'ala is not just swearing by the star, but the setting, the layout, and the way they fall. Alright, and it's comparing with the Quran, that this is an amazing recital. Now guys, this is one of my favorite ayats. You know why? Because before, when I was talking to someone about Quran, and they used to say, how are you so fascinated with the Quran? What keeps you pursuing it, right? And I didn't have the right words to explain it to them. But when I understood these ayat, like I was mind blown. Okay? Humans, like I said again, Surah Rahman I said, and Surah Mulk I said as well, I've always been fascinated with stars, right? And what was one of the use for stars for mankind throughout the ages?
To see with no.
Yeah,
North, south.
north,
Compass.
Compass, yeah.
north,
Navigation.
south,
Navigation,
south.
right?
Yeah.
They could also tell seasons with stars. There were certain stars in the sky, and when they used to see the star, they knew that it's about to be summer, it's about to be winter.
Mhm.
Okay? And then the other biggest science that even now people are crazy about, horoscopes. The Prophet ﷺ told us not to talk about it. But because of these surahs, when Allah Ta'ala says, have you not seen, I swear by the setting of the stars, when Allah Ta'ala is talking about these things, He wants you to look at them. Alright? When you look at the night sky, you see the stars, they're scattered everywhere, right? But they have a specific placement. The stars are there for a reason. Right? Now, first of all, coming to the navigation system, right? People had seen some patterns in the sky, and they had made them as signposts. So a certain pattern, if they see in the sky, they see that north is this way. And they had another pattern, they see the sky, they see south in this way. I studied one pattern, and I'll explain this to you, explain to you what this guy is. It's basically, this pattern helps you to find north, the north direction. And if you found one of the directions, it's easy for you to find the rest direction as well, right? This pattern, these things is called the study of constellations in the sky, and this pattern is called Ursa Major. Okay, it's basically in the sky. You have to see a pancake. Not pancake. I'm saying a pan basically.
Yeah.
It would be like this. This would be the handle.
Mm.
So do you see the pan shape?
Yeah.
So basically I'll draw. So this is the handle. And this is a perfect pan, like a pan-handle pan, yeah? From the right corner of this pan, if you see straight up, you'll see a really bright star.
Yeah.
This star is called the North Star, or Polaris. Okay? It took me weeks, but I found it in the sky. You can see it's really clear.
In summer. Yeah.
In clear sky, even if I don't know if it was raining today or the sky was clear, you can clearly see it. Okay? I showed it to Walid, we experimented, we took the compass out. So if you look right over here and under this star, right beneath this is north. So I was looking every day, I was so fascinated, I said, I need to find this. I used to go out every day, when I used to see the clear night, I used to start looking. And I used to take Walid for a walk, he's like, what are you doing? We used to be walking around the globe for half an hour, 1 hour, just trying to look. And one day I found it, and I was blown away. So this star is called Polaris, it's called a North Star. Alright? Please go home and study this. And this constellation can only be seen in the northern hemisphere. So for countries like us, like UK and everyone, for countries at the south, like you can say Brazil, and you know, like the Earth is like a sphere, right? There's a northern hemisphere, there's a southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
We're in the northern hemisphere, in the top bit. So this constellation cannot be seen in countries in the southern hemisphere. They have a different constellation called the Crux. It's basically like a cross, and then they have some sort of measuring where to find north, right? This is just one of the most prominent, it's one of the many constellations in the sky. So you know, in travelers at night time, and when they used to be traveling on ships or in the oceans, so they had certain patterns that used to find, okay, that's north there, okay? So for example, if I'm looking at the sky, and right here is north, right underneath is north, right? Meaning, right opposite would be south,
Yeah.
okay? And then east and west. So this is how I used to travel, right? So, yeah.
Obviously here, every 10 minutes you see airplanes going around and the sky is pretty much polluted.
Yeah.
Do you still see it?
No, you have to see in a clear sky.
Okay.
In summer.
Clear sky.
Recently
When
we
there's
had
no-
very hot
when there's no
summer, you
clouds.
would see it.
Okay.
But obviously, you know, people who used to travel on oceans, like on ships or in deserts,
Yeah.
especially deserts, they normally don't have many
Don't
clouds.
have airplanes.
So the sky is clear. So this is for desert people, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
sky is clear.
You know, next time you go Upton Park, you know,
Yeah.
no, you will be able to see. Yeah.
But
It's
go
big.
home. It's on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
How to find the North Star Polaris. It's amazing. It'll fascinate you.
Alright.
Okay, and so you know the Quran. So just coming back to Allah Ta'ala saying, "I'm swearing by the setting of the stars." that Quran is a magnificent recital. Okay, now I said Mawaqi has two meanings. One, what was the first meaning of Mawaqi? I said the layout, setting, right? This is a layout in the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, setting it. And Allah Ta'ala says when the setting, meaning that when the star actually falls. When the sky, this is another future prediction in the scientific prediction in the Quran. Where does when the star falls, where does it go?
The shooting star that we call.
Where does it go?
So it comes to Earth.
No, in the universe.
Where does
What
it
it
go?
goes.
Travels.
Really?
Yeah.
No. It does travel until it falls into a black hole. Do you know what black holes are?
No. It's in.
So in space.
In
that
space. In space.
You know, obviously stars. When a star goes old, it loses its weight, it falls from its place. And when it falls, it starts shooting, and it starts traveling in space, right? There are huge vacuums in space called black holes, and these black holes are created when an old star is destroyed. When sometimes a star bursts, and when it bursts, it creates such an impact that it creates a vacuum, a space in space. It's really hard to describe. It's just like a huge hole, and it's black, and it has a really strong gravitational pull, and it pulls everything into it. It says that even light cannot escape from a black hole. Okay? Do you guys know Stephen Hawking? He's the one who gave the theory of black holes. You know Stephen Hawking, that guy on the
Recently passed away
as well.
Yeah.
Why was he famous? Because of his discovery of the black holes. Because he said there are some shooting stars that we don't see, they've disappeared. But space is vast, space has no limitations. Where can they go? And then through telescopes, they saw these huge vacuums that if anything passes this place, it disappears. What happens? And then they came to know about the black holes. A black hole can be so big that it can contain millions of suns. You know how big the sun is?
Yeah.
And it can literally suck in any sun, right? Don't worry about that.
Daddy, no.
So basically, if the Earth came only a few, like I said, a few inches, a few feet near a black hole, the black hole will suck it in. Okay, and again, one of the other theories that Stephen Hawking gave was the theory of time traveling. Don't worry, guys, I won't say anything. It's gone. Okay, do you know the theory of time traveling? Obviously, because what Stephen Hawking said is that time stops inside the black holes because of the vacuation pull. Like even light cannot escape. So if literally we even outside the black hole, if we went a time machine and started revolving around the black hole for a couple of years, our age will stop. We will stop aging.
Sorry. Gosh, it's wild, isn't it? It's gone. It's behind you.
Should I open the door for a bit?
Yes. Stephen Hawking, and especially about time traveling and everything. I don't know if you heard about this, but I think it was back in 2009. He had a meeting going on in a special hall where he invited time travelers, and he hoped that people who travel in time come to that meeting. No one came.
It was, if you go understand, it was all about his discovery of the black holes. You have to create a machine that creates a vacuum that can stop time, basically.
Yeah.
It's really complicated, and it will take hours for me to explain it. But if it's all theories, basically, nothing facts or anything. It's all theories, but he's given equations that it could be done. And Einstein gave some equations as well. Okay? So coming back to why Allah Ta'ala has taken this oath. And Allah Ta'ala says, indeed, this is a great oath, right? So, two things. The stars, in Surah Rahman, Allah Ta'ala says, in Surah Mulk, Allah Ta'ala says, stars are beautification for you. Right? Quran is beautiful. Understanding? The Quran, the stars were used for navigation. Okay? You use the verses of the Quran to navigate through life. Right? And when you look at the night sky, you will see a few stars first of all. When you keep looking, more stars keep appearing. The more you look, the more the sky fills with stars. until a point comes where there's just like billions of them, and you're just like, you're just amazed, you're left in awe. The same way the Quran, if you look at it in one glance, it will look beautiful to you. It will show you a few things. Even in this surah, even in Surah Waqiah, you've looked one time, you read it once, you found a few things. The more you go back into the Quran, like the sky, the more you look into it, more stars, more wisdom, more knowledge will appear. So you see the beauty of this qasam? So when someone asks me about why you're so fascinated with the Quran, I give them this example.
But what are the stars at the end of the day? Because some people even say that they are faraway planets. I don't even understand it, to be honest.
That's the human theory. Stars, Allah Ta'ala's knowledge Allah Ta'ala's given us, these are just huge masses of what is the sun? Is heat and energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just huge masses of energy.
Mm.
But stars, because we haven't observed them, because we're so far away, we can just give theories and observation. Okay? But again, in Quran, again, black hole was something that was very recently discovered by Stephen Hawking, and Quran is giving you some hints 1400 years ago. Again, scientific miracles are found in the Quran. And Allah Ta'ala continues, in a book well guarded, which none can touch but the purified. A revelation from the Lord of the Alameen. Okay, this is a surah which created a lot of controversy, right? You know how there's a theory that people say that you cannot touch the Quran unless you're in a state of ablution, state of wudu.
No,
right?
you can.
But you know, some people, like there's a few sects that say you're not allowed to touch the Quran. To read the Quran, you need to be state of ablution, this and that. And then you ask them why, and they give you this example of this ayah. They read this ayah out to you. That Allah Ta'ala says that none can touch but the purified. A revelation from the Lord of the Alameen. Okay? Now again, the one who's translated this verse has given example, meaning who are the purified, meaning the angels. Because where does the real Quran actually exist? In the heavens, right? In the Lawh Mahfuz, it's written in the tablet. Okay? And that tablet can only be touched by the angels. Okay? Because what the people of Makkah used to say to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that whatever you're reading to us is nothing but magic, and your knowledge is, you have this knowledge because shayateen brought it down for you. The devils, they went into the heaven and they brought it down for you. They gave you this knowledge. That's why Allah Ta'ala says that shayateen cannot pass the first heaven. They're shot down by stars. And that's why Allah Ta'ala is proving that this Quran is protected in the heavens. And none but the purified, meaning none but the angels can touch it. Okay? Now if you realize, the Quran is a revelation. It was not revealed in the form of a book. It was a revelation, right? And when the surah came, the Surah Waqiah, Quran wasn't compiled until 23 years. It wasn't completed until 23 years. And it wasn't compiled in the form of a book many decades later. Until Hazrat Usman al-Islam in his Khilafah compiled Islam. Before that, people used to memorize the Quran, which people still do, the Hufaz, and they used to read the Quran. And even now, when we read the Quran, most of the time we're not in the state of wudu. Okay? So, it's okay to read the Quran. Preferable that you should be in wudu, or you should have your hands washed. Try not to be impure when you touch the Quran, but it can be read. Because we read the Quran wherever we are, outside, we're making dua, we're reading surahs. Most of the time we're not in the state of wudu. Okay? So the people who present this argument, I go against them. Because the other day I went to the library and I was with one of my friends, I don't want to take his name. I was reading the Quran and he was asking me, have you done wudu? Have you done wudu? And I was like, why are you so concerned? It's like, you're not allowed to touch the Quran without wudu. I said, why? I said, this Quran I've just picked up from a library. The library is being handled by so many non-Muslims. Are they in the state of wudu? And I was like, how are you saying to me? I said, okay, fair enough. If you want to give an opinion, advice that I advise you not to touch the Quran without wudu, that's another thing. But you know, when you make a fact, that's wrong. We can't make conclusions and judgments. We have to look, why are you saying, on what basis are you making this claim?
Yeah,
and
like when you travel in an aeroplane, you want to do the salah, you do the namaz, salah, but you don't know which side is Qibla. So because Allah know you're near.
Even in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala says, if you don't know the direction, east and west belong to Allah. In Surah Baqarah, Allah Ta'ala says this, east and west belong to Allah. If you don't know the direction, pray wherever you like. Okay? So again, Quran, like we're traveling, most of the time in ablution, is perfectly good to read. Some of the people give me an excuse, like I asked them, should we talk about the Quran? I've heard people say to me, oh, not now, I'm not in the state of wudu. I'm like, just more excuses to, find a way out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now one of the people didn't come to the class. I asked him why didn't come. Oh, I wasn't pure that day. I was in the state of junub, And I was like, so I'm just gonna be teaching you. Impurity when you need to do ghusl in that state. It's like I was in that state, I hadn't done ghusl, so I couldn't come to class.
Ghusl.
And I was like,
Okay.
so
Next.
okay. So Allah Ta'ala clarifies that none in the Quran is preserved, none but the pure can touch it in the heavens. Is it such a talk that you deny? And look, Allah Ta'ala saying, I've taught you so many magnificent words, right? About the stars, about the fire, everything. And is this the talk that you deny? Is this the Quran that you people are denying? Okay?
So lovely. So where we are.
Is the talk you deny him? Then why do you not, when the soul of a dying person reaches her throat, and you at the moment are looking on, but we are nearer to him than you, but you not see. So Allah is saying, oh, if you think you're so self-sufficient and you know everything, then why don't you not stop the soul? When a person is dying, his soul reaches the throat, is about to exit.
Yeah.
Why don't you save him? If you know everything, if you're the one who's done all the discoveries, if you're these all big scientists, why don't you not stop the soul from exiting the dying person? Right? Scientists may be able to preserve the body for a day or two, put it on a ventilator, but no matter how far they exceed in science and knowledge, they cannot prevent death. No scientist, no doctor can stop a person from dying. So this is what Allah is challenging a person. Okay, if you know everything, try stopping us from taking away the soul. And Allah says, and at that moment you are looking on, but we are nearer to him than you, but you see not. That we are nearer to the dying person. We don't even see the soul exiting from the person. And we lose hope. We're sitting by his deathbed, waiting for him to die. We're looking on, basically, isn't it, to the next step. Okay, when he's going to pass away. When sometimes when you have a relative who's really ill, and sometimes soon he's going to pass away, and you're just there waiting now in the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just get over it.
And then you read Surah Yasin.
Surah Yasin. Okay? But you see not. Why do you not, if you are exempt from the reckoning and recompense, bring back the soul, if you are truthful? That if you think that you're not going to be reckoned, that you're not going to be raised again, or the punishment's not going to befall on you, why don't you bring back the soul of this person if you are truthful? Then if he be of the muqarrabun, those born near to Allah, there is for him rest and provision. Meaning if the dying person is a pious person, then it's going to be rest and provision for him. This is when you further read into the hadith that when a noble person dies, a window of heaven is open in his grave, or the shuhada, the shaheed, the martyrs, even after death they start enjoying the benefits of the rewards of heaven. Like the souls are taken into heaven, they're given fruits, and they start enjoying life, they start enjoying heaven before even the judgment. Okay? So Allah Ta'ala says, the pious, the muqarrabun, the people of the foremost have their rest and provision and a garden of delight. And even if when you study the story of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's Miraj, you remember studying him? How the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in the heavens met different prophets on different heavens. He met Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Adam Alayhi Salam, Prophet Musa Alayhi Salam. Okay? So what happened is, the pious people are already enjoying, the prophets, the walis, the shuhada are already enjoying the rewards of heaven before judgment. This is further when you read into hadith and tafsir, you find this out. And if he be of those of the right hand, and if the dying person of the right hand, then there is safety and peace. Meaning the people who are the normal ordinary people, like I said, for them they stay in their grave, but a window of heaven is open for them, and they keep looking at what they're going to enjoy in heaven, and they are in peace. They rest in peace in their grave. Okay. The foremost people, a special package for them is that they start enjoying, whereas the right hand people are in rest and they are at peace. But if the dying person be of the denying or of the left hand, the erring, then for him is entertainment with boiling water and burning in hell. Verily this is an absolute truth with certainty. So glorify with praises the name of your Lord, the most great. Okay? This is going back, like I said, Surah Rahman. What was the first verse? Ar-Rahman.
Yeah.
Surah Rahman ended glorify the name of your Lord full of majesty and honor. Surah Waqiah is ending. So glorify the praises of the name of your Lord, the most great. Going back to Surah Rahman.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, how the surah on its own is outstanding, right? We've read how magnificent Surah Waqiah is on its own. Do you want to see how it's paired with Surah Rahman? If you just move it to here, please.
Ar-Rahman.
So, you know what? Just to do a little ring composition, I'll do here, right? So this is Surah Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman. Okay, Surah Rahman had 5 sections. Okay, section 1 was Quran, right? Section 2 was creation. Section 3 was hell, heaven, deluxe heaven. Surah Rahman, the others are talking about 2 heaven, right?
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
special heaven as well.
Yes.
Okay. Who's gonna go into deluxe heaven?
Foremost.
As-Sabiqun.
Yeah.
Okay. Surah Waqiah. Al-Waqiah. Okay, the foremost. So the foremost, there's a ring composition here.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see this, right? Who's gonna go in the second
People
heaven?
of right hand.
People of the right hand, right? Oh, sorry. Right hand. They're gonna go in the second heaven. Who's gonna go into hell?
People left hand.
Left hand.
So it's again the ring.
What was the second section of Surah Rahman?
Creation.
Creation.
MashaAllah, how beautifully explained.
What was the first section of?
Quran.
How's the ending?
Quran.
Guys, I was mind blown. This is not even one surah, this is 2 surahs.
Yeah, yeah.
Surah Waqiah came before,
Mhm.
Surah Rahman came after.
And you did not prepare this
MashaAllah.
before
Jazakallah.
going through
Yeah.
Ramadan. No.
What do you guys think now?
It's very beautiful the way you've explained and the way you've connected both words together. MashaAllah. May Allah give you ajr for it.
See?
Ameen.
So guys, this is Surah Rahman, Surah Waqiah. Jazakallah khair for attending. I hope you've benefited and you've enjoyed. Inshallah, I've not decided the surah for next week, but I will let you know. By the way, there's another surah that is in the series. It's called Surah Qamar, which is before Surah Rahman.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I might do that next week, but I'm also thinking of starting Surah Yas or Surah Yasin or one of the surah. But I will inshallah let you know. Before we conclude, guys, any questions? Any questions?
Is it?
Fawzia,
No,
you satisfied so far?
yeah, no, that was amazing.
So you
Except Daddy Long Bag.
What from that bit?
inshallah, guys, I'll see you next Thursday.
Inshallah.